Here's a question that ought to be occupying all of us. Is this the time in this world for a revolution? Nelson Mandela has a great quote. He said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Here's some examples of revolutions as they happened. From the time that the Soviet Union crushed the Prague Spring until the Velvet Revolution that freed the Czech people took about 20 years. Here's another example. From the time that the Berlin Wall was actually erected until the time that the Berlin Wall was demolished took about 30 years. And yet another example. From the time that Nelson Mandela went into prison until the time he went into the presidency took about 27 years. So, how long does it take to go from the attitude of it's impossible to the knowledge that it's inevitable? Well, it looks like it takes somewhere between 20 and 30 years. So, guess what? It's been about 20 years since I wrote the book, Creating a World That Works for All. So this notion of a world that can work for all beings has been around for 20 years now. So our webinar is going to be on the 5 steps that it will take for us to get to a world that works for all beings. So, what are these 5 steps? Number 1, standing in truth. Number 2, crossing the dragon's gate. Number 3, the dream of the butterfly. Number 4, walking the spirit path. And number 5, living in beauty. So, is a nonviolent, positive, spiritual, and inclusive revolution possible? Yes, it's actually inevitable. If you want to find out more, join us on our free webinar, A World for All, Revolution in 5 Steps. This is on the 8th and 15th of October. For more information, please check out our website, and I hope to see you on this call.